good morning. I must say, when I heard Mrs. Sana and Resham talk about me, I want them to write about me what they told you. Because it was really amazing to hear how great I am. So generally you write something, it's great, but it's not sustainable. That much. And you have to have your resume which is sustainable. Right? Well, we are talking today about sustainable development. And before I do that, I must say that all the dignitaries on the dais, all the dignitaries of the dais, all the students, and Dr. Hire, thank you very much for inviting me here to give this keynote speech. I must say that Dr. Jagdale told me that just give brief speech right now and later on very extended speech, but I have to go to Pune quickly. And so that's why I'm going to cover, still brief speech, but still cover everything that I wanted to say in half an hour, if you have half an hour. So what I'm going to do is talk about sustainability. And what sustainability means. Product which have a carbon neutral signature on it. So anything that we can think of as a carbon neutral signature. By the way, if you look at the cars, just the cars, because India is extremely aggressive in producing cars. Cars went from IC engine to battery-driven engine. They are going now further into hydrogen-driven cars. What happened? Why? Because not only it doesn't pollute the environment in many aspects, and one thing is noise. If you look at the electric car, they are almost 5 times less noisier than IC engines were. Noise is very important. I was telling Dr. Gallant about my theory of noise, that's why he smiled. Noise. How do you define noise? Technically you define it, noise. And noise is zero, means decibel is zero. You know how much noise you make just by breathing? 10 decibels. Scientists have worked on it. So when you sit down, these machines and all that, they even control their breathing to have less noise. Okay? Because they don't want to produce it. But look at this way. Take noise and divide it. So dB is equal to 0 equal to silence. Divide it. Divide silence 100 times, 1,000 times, million times. Still silence. Because 0 divided by any number is 0. Silence, right? What I call that as anand. Right? It is anand. That's the only parameter we have, we all have, to reach another is silence. That's why our saints, our Rishis are sitting in meditation, silent, because they want to reach to the God and get some wisdom. Right? What we are doing in India? Terrible. Because Dr. Valent yesterday in the hotel was complaining how noisy it is. When we bring Ganesh, when we do Ganesh Chaturthi, oh my God, why are we doing noise? You young people, I'm not talking to the senior people. You have to remember, if India has to succeed, you have to reduce noise. You can bring your Ganesh into your home, close the doors, and make as much noise as possible. But don't take away others' gods. Others are nearing their God. Don't disturb them. Put the loudspeakers on temples and disturb the entire community. Don't do that. That's not sustainable for human development. And that's why we say on every occasion when we pray, we say Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Why? Remember that. Everything is going towards silence. Now, that is on the environment side. Environment means this environment. Thank you for being silent though. So, now I will go to product. Because what I am is that I always felt technology is one thing, but unless it is commercialized, it's not called innovation. Innovation is all about taking the idea, any idea, and bringing it to so much practice that the profit from it can be sustainable. And then it becomes innovation. That's what Dr. Jadari was saying, that we want to be on the NEF ranking or something like that, because we want to grow. We want to make this institution as a great institution. We want to attract all the world's students here. And that's why last time I came in November here and said that the media reported that exactly Vivekananda's statement that union of science and spirituality will bring world peace. That's not, I wasn't saying that. I was saying that I disagree with that in present context. That context was perfect. But in present context, I call it union of profits and spirituality. That is the spiritual profits. If you make it, that is sustainable. That will bring real peace to the world. Instead of this one. Okay, so what I'm going to do, should I then go ahead and do this or just end this place? My thoughts are, I said, but I can tell you what profits, what products are. I ran, it's called Microlin. So, as I told you that I spun off
almost 9 companies actually, 9 companies. Some of them were successful, some of them. One of the successful companies was Microlin. And Microlin is all about, should I, next. It's all about controlled delivery of fluids. And initially when I started, I said, okay, I have to develop this technology because it is needed everywhere. When I saw in the bathrooms, there was this aerosol delivering the fragrances. 2 things were happening. One is aerosols are environmentally very bad. Aerosols were bad. Immediately I said, how can I convert that into carbon neutral technology? Okay? At least go towards carbon neutral technology. That means do not use the bad chemicals in the aerosol. And second is that do not use the batteries. Okay. No batteries, because batteries create huge pollution if they are not recycled properly. And aerosol, which are really harmful chemicals. Both we have to avoid. That is sustainable development, right? So I started looking at it. The next one, can I use it? Absolutely. Okay. And I found there are 3 applications for Microlin technology. One is in the air care area, other one is the healthcare area, third is the surface care area. These are the ones that I wanted to focus Microlin technology. As I said that this is really very successful, financially successful company for me. Okay. This is all based on, not all, later on my products were even more sustainable. That's the idea, to make it more sustainable. And so, one of the first things that I started about 20 years ago is I wanted to remove battery, as I said, and aerosol chemical. So how do I get a force that delivers fragrances initially? How do I get a force? And so I thought that if I have a gas, so aerosol actually is a gas. It generates gas, it pushes it, and the fragrance. But what I thought, I don't have to do that. I just have to have this particular gas cell, which is a tiny gas cell. The bag is not here, otherwise I have shown you. Someplace there, my bag is there, not that one. But if it looks expensive, maybe that is why. What? Oh, okay. So, anyway, so you can see that there is just the zinc is there. And the reaction that I'm talking about is just taking the zinc out, reacting with the water, making hydrogen and zinc oxide. That's all. That's all it's happening. And creating the force. And that is called fuel cell. Even today, if you go on the Rubbermaid, you will see, you will get those products. Even today, they are, after almost 16 years, the products are available on my bike. Oops. So this is the product you will see. If you go to United States, 30% of all bathrooms in United States, this product you will see. This is the top. This one is the fuel cell, tiny. That forces the fragrance onto this emanator, and that is the one. But you know, this works as good as with the blower, but then the blower requires battery, and it did not become successful because it's not sustainable. Nobody wants to pay more. If this works without any what we call the passive, that's perfectly okay. So the first product was required you to put the device just in this position. But then when we went to customers, they said that no, we want to use this product any direction we like. So okay, we said all right. So this next product came called T-Cell 2, which is orientation independent model. Now again, for young people, I don't know what you want to do in your life, but if you want to be entrepreneur and you have an idea to do that, I always say start with the end. Right? Start with the end, meaning first of all talk to as many customers that you think they will buy the product. As many. And ask them, hey, if I give you the product like this, would you buy it? Ask them. If the answer is no, yes, whatever it is, then you decide whether you want to pursue or not. Don't force technology or products on customers. Let customers tell you that this is what we need. Do the market research first before you even develop the idea. Idea is useless. And that's where I failed initially, being a technologist, scientist. I want to push the technology, push the science onto people. Don't do that. Remember this, you will realize it. That's why majority of the technical people fail. So this left side product is basically on demand. It doesn't have anything, it's just a manually driven fragrance delivery in your cars. So we developed this, it became a successful product. The second one is again on the fuel cell based. So it goes automatic. Okay. The future products were interesting. Right now, the product is in what you call EVA. This is a urinal screen product. And it's funny because we developed it and then I wanted Indian company to market it in India. And the company happened to be in Nashik. And right now, Nashik company because biopolymers are such that once you use them, you just throw it in the garbage and it will dissociate after 6 months and create CO2 and water. That's it. And it is carbon neutral because I'm using biomaterials to do that. And biomaterials, nature is producing biomaterials out of carbon dioxide. And so trees, and the trees generate these materials, and that is there. So it is a sustainable product for a long, long time to come. I'm right now working with a very large company to take this product and by October this month, this product will be launched. Then there is a ceramic product. These are the beads that we are working on. And this ceramic is, after you use it, you just throw it away. It becomes a dirt, basically. And of course, composites of these. Surface care. Surface care is again driven by the fuel cell. It goes in the what you call urinals to desanitize the urinals. That's what's happening. Oops. So surface care, one of the things is that in restaurants or in hospitals, how do you kill the spores? You can kill the bacteria, but killing spores is a tough thing. And that is why you get hospital infections all the time. People die. They get surgery and then they get the infection and then they die. Not necessary. So we have focused our attention on sustainable. That means what this fellow does, this is just a wipe. This fellow does is delivers two things: vinegar, like we use vinegar, and hydrogen peroxide in a proper fashion. Once it delivers, it forms a parasitic acid. Once parasitic acid is formed, it is deadly to spores. Okay? Again, sustainable. Just use the chemicals that are. Hydrogen peroxide is the best chemicals. It doesn't leave anything. It's just hydrogen and oxygen. That's it. Nothing else. So I have now some of the things that I did is control release of ducts. And students who want to be entrepreneur, probably especially the women entrepreneurs, they may be interested in cosmetics. And having what you call low microcurrent on your, while you are putting your cosmetic formulation is a good thing, because then what happens, the microcurrent excites your tissues here, and that solves what you call cosmetic formulation much better, and you look better, and all these things happen. And there is a product right now on the market by a company called, very large company called New Skin, very popular product, sells for about $645 a piece. Plus then you keep on buying the formulation, but the unit is that. I can be advisor, free advisor. You can develop this product. India needs it. Microcurrent based. Then we developed one product which is for wound healing. Diabetic patients get wound ulcer, what they call, on the feet. this product. I just sold the company recently. It's called Happy. I got the product in my hands. So those are the what you call incorporated product. This control release of drugs. There is a ceramic-based product where the ceramic beads absorb antimicrobial materials and they slowly deliver onto your wound. And 3 years ago, when the pandemic came, I had nothing to do. Our legs. The person died because of West Nile virus. And West Nile virus is caused by the mosquito. It's like Zika or chikungunya. Yes. And so, and also one time I think Dr. Amarnath was suffering with something like that. Mosquito-borne disease, right? Dengue. And I was just thinking, what is these mosquitoes doing? Because we don't have mosquitoes, you know. So then I started studying mosquitoes during pandemic. And this is what you have to do, you know, in a sense, mosquito. I looked at all the products on the market. There are many products on the market, including Godrej products, right? Lots of products. And I said that, well, US has a particular culture, and that is they have a pattern, 4 or 5 months, they invest. But the problem is mosquitoes. How do you not have mosquitoes? So I developed what you call alone. I mean, I had no one there, so I thought that let's do this one. I did that product using just the machine shop nearby and sent it to large companies, two large companies. Both of them came and said that it works. The product works. And now I'm in the negotiations with them. At my age, 81, so I'm in negotiation with them to license this product. Looks like that. And pets sometimes become, just like we become agitated, nervous, pets also do the same. In order to calm them down, companies have developed what you call comfort zone products, comfort zone. So when that happens to your dog or cat, you do that. And so we develop, this is the product right now, comfort for pets, available on the market. But I'm just replacing that because we don't want to use electricity. We want to use sustainable product, meaning using the biomaterials. That's what I'm doing. Everything you have to think now in the carbon neutral area. Push it. Everything. Push it towards carbon neutral or sustainable development. And that's what this conference is all about. And so you should think always what is sustainable. Oh, I read the end of the document, it says. Okay, so now let me at least get a couple of questions from young people. Is that okay?
Yes.
At least. Otherwise, I won't feel good. Come on, guys. Questions? No?
Sir, in overcoming depletion of fossil fuels, we are turning on the e-vehicles.
Yeah,
E-vehicles are running on the batteries which charging from the electricity we need.
Yeah.
So indirectly we develop the CO2 by emitting coal to generate the electricity. So does that e-vehicles really sustainable? What is the foreign policy in this regard? How we can overcome that batteries that creates the waste? So does e-vehicles are really sustainable?
Yes, I mean, if you do not have choice, you have to use it. Right now we are using IC engines. Now, further is batteries. Do batteries create pollution? Yes, they do. But they probably, the lithium is manufactured at central location. The batteries are manufactured at central location. So it is very easy to capture that whatever pollutants that you are making, capture it, treat it, and get. So that's the next generation, right? Batteries is the next generation. Following that, about 20 years ago, Kumar Kitkar took my interview on Masa. Okay? And I was telling him at that time, the only way India or any sustainable development is there on the cars is use hydrogen cars, 20 years ago. Now Adani and many other companies in the world are pushing for hydrogen because hydrogen just creates water, right? And hydrogen will be generated. Would it create pollution? Yes, it requires again electricity, but it will be at a central location. And at central location, you can use solar if you want. So there is no pollution really, just water and solar energy. You have hydrogen, use hydrogen in your car, burn it, and again. That is the ultimate, I thought. And so 20 years ago, I did mention to Kumar that the best way to do it is hydrogen. That's where we are heading, and I'm glad that after this battery deal, hydrogen will come. Actually, in California, there are about 38 stations, hydrogen stations. And in Japan, even lot more. Toyota is coming, Nissan, Toyota, they are coming with hydrogen cars. I'm sure Dr. Park may know that even Korean company, Hyundai may be coming. Everybody is in race right now, hydrogen cars. Good question. Thank you. Anybody else? No?
Sir, I have a question.
Okay, question.
Why you just want to repel the mosquito? Why not to kill them?
I didn't kill them, I'm just repelling.
No, sure, because just repelling, if mosquitoes still exist, you are just driving them away. It's not bad.
Go to somebody.
Because the killing is not good. You know why? Killing of mosquitoes is not good. Only repel it. The reason is, if you start killing it, you will kill it for next 3 years. The 4th year, they become used to that. So your technology becomes useless. Never kills anybody. Repel I got my 2 questions, but this was a very nice question actually, because why repel and why not kill?
We discussed, we have done some pharmaceutical I don't think there is a chance for even at the largest stage.
I know that.
We discussed, I think we will discuss this.
Sure. On the larvae scale, it is totally different.
We have some things to
Good. I'm a member of now, became real member of American Mosquito Control Association. And I just attended last week, I attended their annual meeting.
We will discuss, have some,
Yeah.
publish our work is
Okay, okay, no
discuss.
About young people? None of the young people asked me one question. Yeah, look at him. Come little forward. My ears are not that sharp.
My question is about the mosquito repellent. In market, we give two types of the mosquito repellents, either based on chemicals or based on herbal level. Chemical, then there is some drawback of the there is a drawback of the chemical principle. And herbal, then maybe it's not effective as compared with the chemical principle. Now my question is, if it is chemical based product, what is the drawbacks? What is the drawback? And it's a herbal product, and how much effective as compared to chemical?
First of all, I think good question. I myself have that question. So one of the things that herbal products are not as effective as chemical. The chemical products, on the other hand, Sumitomo, who had developed some of the products almost 25 years ago, have gone through so much testing, that they determined that if you have less than say 4 milligram per hour or 10 milligrams per hour, there is no effect at all on human beings. Now, can there be 10 human beings on this earth? They are even can be affected by this, even 10 milligrams per hour? Yeah, there is possibility. But for 99.9% human beings, if it doesn't, it has a benefit to people not getting dengue or whatever, Zika or anything. So, but that's a good question, and chemical certainly has some adverse effects on human health. But that's what I use only those which are approved by EPA and approved by Regulatory Commission. Yes?
Number of the products there which are being used in many of the medical camps. How have they been used and what is the vitality rate of these products?
Okay. These are really, this one is a commercial product now. As I said that I sold that company. This one and this one, they are commercial product. Basically for the wound healing, if you have a diabetic wound ulcer, then this product is very good. In that thing, there is this fuel cell that I showed you earlier. That delivers this at a very controlled rate. This is a bandage that you put it on your wound and this will go on. Why it was important? Because typically the hospitals, what they used to do, the doctor, you would go to doctor and you would put the bandage. In US it was very good. I don't know whether it makes sense in India right now. So you put that bandage and doctor says that change it 2 times a day because it gets contaminated and bad. So when you pull out that one, you actually contaminate depending on who is pulling out, who is putting another. And if it is contaminated, then you have bacterial sepsis and all that. So what we did, we said that let's create this and let's slowly deliver it. Last for 10 days, then you go to hospital again and say that I need the second one. Now, in India it may not make that much sense because you can call doctor at your door, nurse at your door. But in US, You call nurse at your home, $150. Right? So every 2 days, you call 3 times, you spend $450. So we priced our product. Then you have to be very clever, right? You have to be street smart, right? So even though our product will cost $10 to make it, we said, no, this will be about $175. Because that makes sense. That's how you make a profitable company. Then, but in $175, still you don't make as much profit because you have to tell me vitality.
See how long it will be, will work, for how long it will work.
Yeah, so I told you that I gave you just that one, but 10 days.
10
You,
days.
you don't have to do anything with the product. And then you put back again the drug index. 10 days, that particular unit is empty now. You have to put in 10 days, that one. And then you change this 10 days. So after 10 days, I think you can go to hospital, get it done again. This is just a disposable product which lasts for only 5 minutes. But that's enough. For example, while playing the tennis, people hurt, you put that patch on it, instead of taking paracetamol and spoiling the whole body, you just take that one and forget about it. The same paracetamol goes in that and cures that.
Thank you.
So that is that problem.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much.